Hello everyone, this is Sir Cheddar here, and I'm going to be making a quick video on the Yui660c version 2 with the wedge bottom, which is a new option that I've been exploring and I prototyped now. So to start off, the 660c V2 case, which is just its top portion here, the only change is I wanted to even out this bezel here and this bezel here, so the side bezels here also and here, so I want them all to be even at 19 millimeters, which I've been able to do now. I don't know what it does to the aesthetic. It kind of makes it does make it more compact physically. It does make it look a little bit more bricky, whereas before it was a little bit more, I don't know, artistic looking to me, a little bit more like expressionist. I think it took a little bit of its personality away, but I understand the improved amount of functionality by having a little bit more desk space, and the proportional bezels all around does make sense. So I'm fine with the V1 and the V2 in that regard. So I'm going to unplug this because I also just did a typing test. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show how to disassemble this guy. I didn't assemble all the screws because I'm learning that it makes unscrewing while the camera is on very long. Okay, looks like we got all those out. Last one over here. And now I'm also going to unscrew the standoffs. This is like a little trick for this board to make the disassembly process much easier. I think if you don't do the standoffs, it's a little bit of a headache. Let's see. I think that should be everything. Oh, we're still getting caught on this guy. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. The screw's going flying. They're making a run for it. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull these ones out one by one. Okay, last one over here. Okay, I think that is everything. No screws will go flying about now. Okay. So if you don't unscrew the daughter board before you open the case, then you have to be careful when you're opening it, or else you're going to put too much tension on here and you're going to pull this out improperly, which is not advised. You want to be careful with the daughter board. So I think this inner structure I've made a few videos on. Not a lot has changed here, so I think I'm going to focus my video now on the bottom panel. Okay, so some people had asked me to explore the concept of doing like a wedge bottom, and I was open to the idea of prototyping it because I wanted to see how it turned out also. Now, I presented the initial idea here, and I had the cutouts for the screws because I didn't want to have the screws recessed into like deep holes that don't have side accessibility. So this is the aesthetic I was left with, which is very Swiss cheesy, not ideal. I didn't want to remove extra material also that would reduce the weight. I wanted to maximize the weight because that's kind of the spirit of my designs, but I think the aesthetic sacrifice is too big here. I think this looks too unorganized and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a basically just make like a ledge here and just cut all this material off, and the screws are just gonna be sitting on a flat side portion here that's like a little 2 mm thickness panel that is going to have the countersinking location for the screws, and I think it's going to clean up the left and the right sides. I don't know about these back parts yet because they're still very they look out of place, so I might try to square them off, or I need to do something with those, I'm sure, but I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do yet. There's some limitations. I need to have these for the daughter boards. Yeah, so anyways, that's for me to work out the details of. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to show this this panel here. I know people have been interested in this. There's a few people who I've been communicating with via email that are specifically waiting to see how this turns out. So it's okay. It's not great. There's room for improvements. So so hang on. Let me know what you think about this. If you were inquiring about this, you can feel free to send me over an email, discuss it further. I guess this design can be produced now. It's ready to go. It's been prototyped. It's been proven to fit and function, but there's possible room for aesthetic improvements in the future, which I'm going to be exploring. So yeah, I just real quickly I wanted to just get this video out showing the concept, showing that it's functional, it's still in development, there's more work to be done on this concept, but yeah, it's at least we have a minimum viable product with the wedge bottom, so that's the cool part. And it's very heavy, it's very substantial. This is not a little part here. It's got machining on both sides. You can see here it has the outlet little cuts here which let the daughter board sit lower, but then this material fills up the remaining parts of the case to maximize the weight a little bit more and make it a little bit more snug fitting on the internals. So yeah, so just a small update here on the Yui660c Wedge Bottom. Yeah, I appreciate you guys who have taken an interest in the Wedge Bottom, and anybody else who's been following these projects. Yeah, thank you so much. I will keep you updated as further developments go on, and either before or after this video goes up. I did do a typing video with this board assembled before I took it apart, so I will be posting that so you can hear it. It does sound pretty good, I think. So I think the sounds are great. It's just aesthetic improvements and smoothing out this bottom panel, any way that I can figure out that I'm gonna be comfortable with. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.